If you're running any ad campaigns, then chances are your brand's name is being searched. But are those searches turning into sales? In this video, I'll teach you how to turn people who are actively searching for your brand or company and get them to become paying clients or customers by using a branded search campaign on Google. And I'll give you the best practices and tips to ensure that you can maximize your results while spending the least amount of money on these ads as possible. So first off, what is a branded search campaign? Well, a branded search campaign is a Google search campaign that targets keywords specific to your company's brand. So it's essentially a search campaign where you're targeting words like your company's name, product names, or other words affiliated specifically with your company. A branded search campaign helps ensure that you appear at the top of search results when people already search for your brand, even if you already rank well organically. Now, branded search campaigns can serve two main purposes in marketing. First, it captures high intent traffic and helps drive conversions. And second, it ensures that your brand appears above competitors who are betting on keywords associated with your brand. So what do these two things have to do with getting people searching your brand to become clients? First of all, being able to efficiently drive conversions from any high intent traffic is crucial to any marketing endeavor. Ideally, high intent traffic should turn into guaranteed revenue for your business. Branded search campaigns are a great opportunity to pick up people that find their way into your marketing funnels but maybe don't fully convert. Because of this, conversion costs should be lower and conversion volume higher, with these branded search campaigns being some of the best and most efficient ROAS in your entire overall marketing funnel. Again, you're picking up people who want to know more about your company or brand and giving them the final push to become a client or customer. Now, the other objective of a branded search campaign is to ensure that you are beating competitors who are betting on your brand. If you don't bid on your own branded terms, your competitors may bid on them and potentially divert traffic away from your website. A branded search ad will help prevent this and allow you to control the message and content users see when searching for your brand. So how do you set up a branded search campaign on Google? Well, this video won't cover the more nuanced settings for branded search campaigns because so much of it depends on your business and dozens of other factors. But leave a comment if you have questions about that. First, you need to create a Google Ads account if you don't already have one. You can get a free coupon for your Google Ads just by typing Google Ads coupon in the search browser, and Google will actually match you your first $500 you spend on ads. Now, these promotions can change from time to time, but as of right now, that's what it looks like. Once your account is set up, you're going to want to click on the big plus button and create a new campaign. Typically, we select either sales or leads. In this case, let's go ahead and choose leads. Then from there, you're going to want to select specifically what actions you want this campaign to take. You can actually select the goal that makes most sense for you. Depending on your specific business, you generally want to set a specific conversion for that last step of your sales process. Then you want to choose the search option and the specific goal that you want. In this case, we're going to look for specific website visits to our address. And you can name this campaign whatever you'd like. In this case, we're going to put it as branded search for ad outreach. Whatever naming convention you have should work well. Just make sure you have it in some easy way to find it. Google might also ask you to turn on enhanced conversions. This is something we recommend you set up, but we won't cover that today in this video. Once you've done the basic settings, we can move on to the bidding strategy for the branded search campaign. Typically, for branded search campaigns, we focus on impression share to ensure you're showing up when most people search for your brand. Set your ads to appear at the top of search results page. For the targeted impression share, we typically put 90% here to maximize your brand's visibility. You can also text maximize clicks if you're looking to drive more traffic from the start, and your maximum CPC bid will depend on your business. But we found that $1 is generally a good starting point that you can adjust based on when your ads are showing, location, and industry. We'll talk a little bit more about CPC later. Now for the campaign settings. Typically, you want to appear only in the search network because, again, you're targeting people searching for your brand name. You don't want to appear on Google's display network where people aren't actively searching for you. For locations, you want to target your primary business locations. Again, that's dependent on what kind of business you have. Make sure you select the language that your ad is in for specific languages. Ignore the audience segments for now, because again, this is all going to be based around branded search. And next, very important for branded search campaigns, but you want to make sure that broad match keywords are turned off. We'll dive into the specifics of that a little later on in the video. But for now, please make sure that you have this off for your branded search campaigns. Next, we'll skip more settings. Now for your ad groups, you want to create 2 ad groups. The first group will be exact match keywords related to and around your product. To do this, put your keywords in brackets so that Google knows you're using exact matches. Having an exact match will, in theory, allow our search ads to show only when people search the exact keywords you put in the list. That way, you're only spending money when people search your exact brand terms. Though the reality is a bit more complicated than that. Now, for the second ad group, we like to use phrase match, allowing our search ads to show when people search something closely related to the keywords we select. You might have to do this after you set up the campaign, and that's okay. To use phrase match, we'll use keywords in quotation marks, and we'll talk more in depth about keywords later in this video. But for now, we'll just put our brand name and brand name products inside these keywords. If you know what you're doing, you don't have to follow this exactly. But this is just what we recommend to our clients and what we do for our own branded search campaigns. For your ads, you'll want to create 2 to 3 responsive search ads in each ad group that highlight your brand products and/or unique selling points. We'll go more in depth in the best practices and keywords for these ad groups later. But for now, let's move on with the campaign setup. To finish setting up your campaign, you'll need to set a budget for how much money you want to spend on ads per day. This will depend on your available ad spend, brand search volume, and cost per click for your industry. For the sake of this video though, we'll just set this at $20 a day budget, which is generally a good place to start. Now remember, just because you set a daily budget doesn't necessarily mean that Google is going to spend all of it each day. Your ad spend will depend on their search volume and average cost per click of your branded keywords. So pay attention to your budget and adjust it accordingly. Now, real quick, before you actually start running your campaigns, you'll want to add negative keywords to your ad groups to tell Google when to exclude your brand from appearing in search results. Right now, you'll have to wait until your campaign is created to go back and add these negative keywords. But Google changes this stuff all the time, so the process might be a little bit different if you're watching this video in the future. For your negative keywords, you want to create a list of competitors' brand names and misspellings of your brand name and apply them to your campaigns. Again, we'll dive more into that later in this video. Now, for your first ad group using exact match, you can leave the negative keywords blank, as you won't need to exclude any keywords since you're using exact match. For your second ad group using phrase match, input all the negative keywords you've generated around your competitors and misspellings of your brand, and input the exact match keywords used in your first ad group. That way you aren't bidding on the same keywords again, and you can minimize interference with the 2 ad groups while getting the best results. Now, if you have any questions about setting up search campaigns, please leave a comment below. There's lots of nuances that we can't cover in this video. Google is constantly changing up the process around setting up these campaigns, so it's difficult to create the most accurate Google Ads campaign setup video. Luckily, the rest of the principles and best practices for branded search campaigns stay relatively the same. So what are the best practices for branded search campaigns to ensure you get the best results? Firstly, you want to make sure that you have strong copy variation for your ads. If Google is rating your ad strength as poor, it's crucial to address that and actually go in and see if you can make it even better. Google will usually give you a recommendation on how to improve that rating, so be sure to make the appropriate changes to improve your ad rating. While Google can't perfectly predict ad performance, a poor rating indicates the ad's potential is being hindered, so try to aim for a good rating or higher. And of course, test different ad copy variations to find the most effective one for your targeted audience. You can experiment with various headlines, descriptions, and call to actions to see which combination generates the best results. You'll also want to make sure that you're being intentional about where you're sending traffic from your campaigns. Remember, brand campaigns should target people who have already engaged with your cold campaigns and want to know more about your business or offer. So sometimes that means that you should direct traffic to your website if it's optimized for conversions. And sometimes it means sending them to a testimonials page or even straight to an apply or booking or product page. Whatever the case is for your business, they should easily find your brand and be able to become a client or customer. Lastly, you'll also want to ensure that your brand campaigns are taking up as much real estate as possible. So provide as much relevant information about your brand and fill out all the headline, description, information, and spaces that Google provides so it's easy for interested prospects to find you. Again, brand search campaigns are designed to capture prospects who haven't converted yet. So you want to make sure that conversion process is as easy as possible. When it comes to your brand search campaigns, maximizing visibility might be one of the most important steps to ensuring that they see success. And one crucial component to maximizing visibility is to ensure that you have the right keywords in your campaigns. With a branded campaign, you don't want to just run traffic to your business or brand name. That's all well and good and will get good results, but you also want to maximize your campaign effectiveness. You want to make sure that you're targeting everything that may come to mind when a prospect is searching for your brand. So that includes any iteration of your business name or any names of your business offers, or if there's a face of the brand, you want to put that person's name in. Also making sure that you're including keywords that you mention in your ads in that branded search campaign. So again, it's the same concept of taking as much real estate as possible with your branded search campaign so you reach your ideal clients when they're looking for you. You You want to target any iterations around your brand that people might be seeking out when they're searching for more information about your business. The reason we typically use 2 ad groups, one with exact match and one with phrase match, is that you don't want your brand campaign to branch out farther than your brand. You don't want to be targeting cold traffic because you should have other campaigns that are better optimized for that. You should really only be targeting people who already are interested in your brand. If your keywords aren't granular enough, it opens the door to messy conversion tracking and unnecessary ad spend. Now, just as important as telling Google what keywords to bid on is telling Google what keywords not to bid on. And that's where your negative keywords come in. Competitor brands and your negative keywords might sound counterintuitive, but it all comes down to the main objectives of your branded search campaigns. You want to win the bidding auction. If competitors are bidding on you, and doing so is easier when your brand campaigns have a narrower focus. That's better suited for a separate campaign. Again, the goal is to exclude searches that aren't likely to convert while capturing relevant branded searches without missing the potential for customers searching for your brand. In all honesty, sometimes it's better to start safe with your negative keywords. You can always add more negative keywords later using the data gathered from your campaign. Having the right negative keywords will help you focus your campaign on the most relevant searches and minimize wasted ad spend. So once you've set up your branded search campaign, you'll need to monitor and optimize its performance regularly. Now, by far the most important metric that you'll need to track and optimize for will be your CPC. We recommend researching what a common CPC is for search campaigns in your industry, so you have a benchmark for how much you should bid for specific traffic across your campaigns. If your CPC is noticeably higher than your industry average, that probably means that you aren't targeting the right keywords or that your ad copy needs improvement. So make sure that you're adjusting your bids and fine-tuning your keyword list to bring your CPC in line with industry standards. Another metric that we pay close attention to is the CTR of our branded search campaigns. You should have a CTR of at least 5%, but ideally we want to be in the 7 to 10% range or even higher. A low CTR probably means that your ad copy isn't compelling enough or that you aren't targeting the most relevant keywords. Remember, because this is a search campaign where your ads appear as text, the success of your campaign will be heavily dependent on keyword targeting and ad copy. So make sure to experiment with different ad copy and refine your keyword list to have a solid CPC and CTR. Now, another thing crucial to the success of your branded search campaigns is that you track the conversion rate of your branded search campaign. Your conversion rate will help you gauge if the traffic you're getting from your campaign is actually driving revenue for your business. If you have a low conversion rate, you might need to optimize your landing pages, simplify your conversion process, or adjust your ad copy to better align with your audience's intent. Lastly, when monitoring your branded search campaigns, you want to make sure that you have a good idea of your brand's search trends to get a good idea of how interested prospects are finding you. You can look at Google's autocomplete suggestions, related searches, and other elements to help optimize your ad copy, landing pages, and overall marketing strategy accordingly. Monitoring and optimizing these key metrics will help ensure that your branded search campaigns drive high-quality traffic and maximize your return on ad spend. So that's it for branded search campaigns. I hope you found this video valuable and better understand how to optimize your campaigns to increase brand visibility, attract new qualified leads, and ultimately drive more conversions for your business. If you like this video, you can support the channel by sharing, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Like the video if you found it valuable, let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.